Ever since Darien Lake stole Adore's Move and Sissy That Walk music video, we just can't seem to get this flame to go out.
And lucky for you, we've got some firefighters in the house today.
Oh gosh, are they going to bring the heat?
You know, pull out their big long hoses and soak us with a burst of hose water.
Yes, and then they're going to cross-dress and attempt to dance.
Ooh, it's the All-Stars Makeover episode this week, and the queens need to make over these big strapping firemen into pop star divas.
Can a soul claw?
Maybe. Who knows?
Let's find out now on an all-new Race Chaser!
M.
Oh.
M. Mom!
Race Chaser. Woo-hoo. Race Chaser. Yeehaw. Race Chaser. Woo-hoo. Race Chaser. Yeehaw.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome back to Race Chaser Au Courant, a podcast dedicated to the discussion, dissection,
And dissemination
of every single episode of
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Starting from the very beginning
This is the beginning.
of the rest of July. My name's Alaska. What's yours?
Hello, I'm CD Cindy's little brother, Charlie Boy. Charlie Boy. Yes.
You're a Charlie girl.
Maybe.
Shade.
Shade.
No, shave.
Shade.
Shade.
Now, did you shave today or did you not?
Ooh, it's Pride. We've been busy.
Busy.
That's-
Well, who cares? You
Who
look
cares?
great.
I do
And
look
I
great.
can't even tell. You're blonde.
Here's the thing. If
You're
you
a
put
blonde
on
ginger
hair
girl.
big enough to distract us something, it'll work.
Girl, who cares? Did you put a foundation over that stubble? Air flash? No, Sally Hansen. Pantyhose spray.
Yes. In deep, medium glow. First you do a layer of deep and then medium just in the T-zone. You know the T-zone. Talking about the T-zone, last week we had a recap right here in the studio on Lancashire Boulevard. As always, the free
Did
preview.
we? What? No, we didn't.
I don't know.
Read that. How
I'm
it's
improving.
written. Read that how it's written.
I don't need the cards. We are back with another she-cap. Uh-oh. I can't work. I'm in an evening glove.
Okay.
We're in the studio. This is a video episode. This is what we like to do sometimes. You know, we like to get in full drag and, you know, give you visual stimulation.
The Lanker Shimmy Shuffle. The full video episodes are available behind the paywall on Mom Plus Gold. That's Mom Plus Gold.
All right.
That's right. So check that out. Tell us what happened last week on this cockamamie show called RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars
RuPaul
1000.
invited some drag crossdressers to look for a date on the Snatch Game of Love. And 8 All-Stars showed their best celebrity impressions, including 2 Liberace's, an old British dog, and a lackluster Ali Wong. On the runway, the queens were
An
serving
old British dog.
a British
Don't
dog.
talk about Alan Carr that way. I was
Oh,
just trying
wow.
to think of a British person.
Uh.
Alan Carr, I think, is a lovely human being, not a dog.
You want to do bumps with her or through her aura?
Yeah, I do.
On the runway, the queens were
Shady
serving a
bitch.
tail and 2 titties with breastplates, scorpion tails, and older top surgery, and a comet black hole included. I thought it said induced. I was like, then. I didn't know if it was induction. Gottmik and Nina West were the top 2 All-Stars with wildly differing lip sync styles. One gave cunt, the other was doing laundry. Gottmik won the $10,000 for Trans Lifeline and chose to cut off Georges. But remember, both Gottmik and Nina got 2 badges, 1 to keep, 1 to give away. Which brings
That's
us
right.
to Smoking Hot Firefighters.
Now, I don't know if it was because it was Pride or what, but I was late watching this episode.
Yeah, me too. I watched it Saturday. And normally I always catch it Friday at whatever gig I'm at or if I'm home or I go to Adams or wherever.
Yeah. Watched it yesterday.
Well, you don't need to watch it that day because you don't need to stay away from social media to find out who doesn't go home. So
That
it's-
is true.
It's changed the game. It's made it less like, oh my God, I've got to, because then I have to avoid the internet for a weekend or until I watch it.
True.
There's less stakes.
Although I got spoiled online by who got snipped. So that is a spoiler.
Okay.
So but I was late, so it is what it is. But it feels like that mid-season kind of dip.
Mhm.
What episode is this? 4?
Four.
Okay, so it is
Yeah.
the mid-season. The makeover challenge is always like
Mhm. Yeah.
it's not about the girls, really.
Yeah, it's usually about getting the girl that they know will do poorly to do poor.
Sure, and the girls who will do good, do good.
Yeah, usually.
But anyway, Georges is cut off.
She's pissed.
She's Snipperama,
She said,
Snipperella.
Bitch, I got my eyes on you. How dare you dog walk me out there like that? Girl, I see you, bitch. I see you, bitch. She says this, how dare you dog walk me? She's dressed as a dog. The poetry?
Well, I think that
Who
was on
is-
purpose.
I'm just noticing. I love her. She's a poet? A
She
puppy?
is a poet. There's a lot of animal instinct going on this couch.
All this Marco finery. Got Mick.
Totally. Gottmik is like, I don't know why I chose you. I just think you're good. Sorry.
Same.
Sorry.
Plastique realizes that Mick is the front runner, but she says it took a moment to click, like, oh. And then speaking of clicks,
Is it clicky? Are you feeling clicky?
I'm feeling clacky.
I don't know why the girls don't just lean into this. In every other show, whether it's, Survivor or Big Brother or The GOAT or whatever, people are like very like, we're in an alliance now and this is how it's gonna go. Why are the girls like, I
Because I think
don't want to be perceived. If I go back on the show, I'm gonna be like, she's my friend, and so I'm not gonna send her home ever.
I mean, it makes sense for already established characters to do things that they would already do.
Exactly.
Period.
So that makes sense.
But everyone's clicky this, clicky that.
I get why they are not revealing that they're reticent to reveal their in clicks, because you want to keep your cards as close to your chest for as long as
Oh,
possible
so you have to keep the clicks a secret.
without letting anybody know that you're an alliance. This click is a nice word for alliance, really. I feel like, because
Like on the GOAT when that girl revealed the whole girls alliance.
I don't know what that is.
Well, if you know, you know.
Okay, well, I don't. It gets a little heated, determining Roxy just says, so we all still kumbaya? And Plastique's just blinking. Blink, blink.
Blink, blink, blink. The next day, the divas are doing drag. They're considering who to give their beautiful benefactress to. Gottmik throws something wild out there.
Yeah.
Says, hey, Chanel and Angeria, are you guys in an alliance or what? Because, I heard.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I don't know where I heard it or when I heard it, but I did get the feeling that you came for me.
Oh, it's one of those.
It's very that.
It's very that. There's a point where they're tallying up badges and they're like, who got a badge? And the first girl that they dogged out and that they blocked, she was first. Georgia says, I do. She got a badge. So now they're like figuring out who to give badges to. Do you give it to someone who doesn't have one?
What would you do?
I would probably give a badge to whoever stuff fit me closest so I could borrow something later.
Okay.
Because, when it comes down to it, I just want to look good.
Sample size. 00.
Uh,
I can only shop at Brandy Melville.
bleach body, bad built. Bleach blonde, bad built, butch bodied bitch. It's a lot of bees. Brunch.
I like these gloves you have on.
They're Patrick Church. Thank you so much, with Amanda Lepore on them.
Shush. Oh, I thought it was you.
I'm having a really good time.
Amanda.
Who's the DJ?
Amanda, how old are you?
What? Oh my God, it's so nice out.
That's how she always responds to that question. She's I'm having a really good time.
Do you think
The hospital where she was born burned down, so you can't prove how old she is.
what is this?
True.
Chanel earring
It's
says
true.
Oh.
You can't prove Amanda Lepore's age.
I know.
You can't get the birth certificate because the hospital burned down.
And her with
That's
and her with a
cut.
pack of matches with one missing.
I would have burned down my husband over I was born.
They did, honey. They did. They don't want that happening again. All this.
So wait, what are your notes say in your ledger?
Chanel's earring says the most without saying anything at all.
What does it say?
Chanel has this earring that's like a spiky masterpiece. She sits on the couch saying nothing, but this earring says everything it needs to say. It's her scorpadoodle. Just like all these spikes and shards and rhinestones.
Clicky. Clicko.
Look at that drag, that earring.
Chanel looks straight up like Morgan. Does she not? I think she got her nose done and now looks like exactly like Morgan.
Morgan Le Fay from Camelot. Literally. She's giving Camelot villain. I love her.
She looks fierce.
Drama.
She looks amazing.
Also,
gag.
at this point, they show a girl's foot and she's wearing a yellow flip-flop. Huh.
What does that mean?
It's just their if the girls have shoes on, I think they should keep the feet in. If the girls don't have shoes on, I think they should cut the feet. Roxy's got a yellow flip-flop on.
Well, they give you your, your walking around shoe.
Well, why
There's
not?
nothing wrong with that.
Why not adjust the shot 2 inches higher to not include the boy foot?
Well, I think her feet look great.
Well, that's fine.
CelebrityFeetFinder.com. Look, Nina West is even looking over at those feet.
She's saying,
It's like,
when's lunch? We're going to take a break so Nina can feast on some piggies. Uh-oh, that one's going to the market. Go catch it, Nina.
All the way home.
Mm-hmm.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp.
We all carry around different stressors, big and small.
And when we keep them bottled up, it can start to affect us negatively.
Therapy is a safe space where you can get things off your chest and to figure out how to work through whatever's weighing you down.
That's right. And I think therapy can be very beneficial for just about anyone. There are a lot of things to be stressed out about in this world. And that's just beyond like, oh, it's your career, it's your family, or it's whatever. I mean, there's environmental, governmental, large-scale things that can create a lot of anxiety in just about anybody.
Yeah, I feel like the old phrase, you need to get out of your head, makes sense because like when you actually talk about it and get things out of your head, sometimes they're easier to solve just because you have a different perspective from someone else. That's why if you're thinking of starting therapy, you should give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online and designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule.
Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge.
Get it off your chest with BetterHelp.
Visit betterhelp.com/drag today to get 10% off your first month.
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/drag.
Nina and Gottmik are giving away their badges. Nina gives her badge to Roxy Andrews, which she said Roxy helped me out with my stuff the other day, and Roxy didn't have a badge, so this makes sense.
And Gottmik gives her badge to Vanjie.
Because they're best friends.
You know, what everybody thought was going to happen happened. Wow.
Yeah.
And then Rue's like, pair up quick. The queens are like, what are we doing?
RuPaul walked in the workroom and
Right in.
was
She had
ducking under the
platform shoe.
door. Well, I didn't know that. And I was like, wait. They need to fix this door because she's the only person who comes in this door.
No, Mama got a shoe on.
Make it a few inches higher. But then, yeah, in the walk around, she's wearing massive
Platform.
shoes.
Yeah, like a big old something.
A big old something.
This is why you're supposed to have a railing there.
There she goes.
Uh-huh.
No railing here.
She did look down, though, which is cheating.
Girl, if she didn't look, that would be very dangerous.
I walk downstairs without looking down all the time.
Well, and look at how brain damaged you've become. I'm just kidding.
Shots fired. Fuck.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
The queens are reluctant to choose their best Judy because they don't know who they can trust. And they don't want to be seen
Now
as...
you're never gonna give me a beautiful benefaction than that.
Never. Scissor snippers.
Girl, is this my real hair?
Girl, I just snatched it up. Girl. Girl, let's give her a podcast and she could just say that. Girl, this is my real hair. I just
Where are
snatched
you
it right up.
going?
That means she thinks it's funny. Oh, God. This mic has a strong vinegary mildew smell. That means she thinks it's really funny.
Please no. Oh God.
Oh, what has mom done?
I just shit in my bed. Okay. What?
Something about Brisbane brings it out of him.
It's that brekkies.
Oh, baby.
Brekkies.
A whole roasted tomato and the mushrooms.
Yeah.
RuPaul tells these girls, I've invited some men for you to play with. Please welcome 4 real-life heroes. And Georgia says, Daddy alert! I didn't know it was my birthday.
Yes.
Do you think that they thought they were pairing up for the mini challenge?
I don't know.
Because they didn't say what it was, right?
Yeah, I'm not really sure, but they got firemen, which is never a bad surprise.
Totally. 4 firemen enter.
Smoking hot pop stars they're going to be transformed into. They're looking for a fierce girl group ensemble from each pair. And I like that they do this. We get to know the guys by doing a little speed dating round thing with the girls. and
Yes.
They see who they're comfortable with. It's not
I
just
like
all
that
on
they
looks.
do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. And Nina is in love with her guy.
Nina is clearly footmatized.
Girl.
She wants it.
Let her suck fee if she wants.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with that?
When they introduce, there's this clip where Kate just looks down at his badge at 8:05 that I found really like. They're having a conversation. He just looks down. He goes. He lets it say everything it needs to. But that was before, and this is now. And when the firefighters get the one intro, Nathan, the really really fine one, he gets the like his music. He gets the music.
Like the sexy music?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Brad Lee chooses Angeria and Chanel. On RA, chooses Plastique and Georges. Adam chooses Roxy and Vanjie. And Nathan chooses Nina and Gottmik.
Oh,
So the girls are what?
I see. Nina got engrossed when that fireman took his shoes off. She went. It was the engrossment.
Who took the shoes off?
The fireman. He was trying on his shoes, and that's when there's a part where he takes off his shoes. And Nina
Fierce.
goes in.
Girl, why not?
I would.
They
too.
have to do the obligatory makeover walk-off in the room. He was a
Firefighters
go-go
are hot.
dancer. You know, you can spot a go-go dancer from 40 paces.
Oh yes, baby.
Yeah.
He knows where his bread is buttered. He thinks the bread will be buttered on both sides.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He knows his body. He knows how to move. I mean, that's who I would want to work with.
Well, they have the another one who's definitely gay.
Also would want to work with her.
Yeah, she was great. Nare? How do you say her name? She has. I could tell she can move.
She's got the music in her.
Uh-huh.
She's a little zesty, as she says.
A little sass and zest never hurt. This is a perfect challenge for Roxy because she bought tons of extra fabric. She's gonna hit the sewing
Smart
machine,
girl.
make perfect outfits. And their group looks Tina Knowles down. Not mad at all.
Very TKO.
Yeah. Plastique and Georges love their group. They're going with the whole anime Powder Puff Girls.
Which I was skeptical. I was like, is this going to be Clown Town? But then I was like, oh, it's Plastique. It's going to be just fine.
Yeah, and Marco made this outfit, this blue. It's so beautiful. And she has
love
like a
that.
fox on the shoulder. This looks so rich. Rich.
Richiana.
I love it. And their girl is pretty. Pretty. Like
Which
the
one
eye,
do
once
they
those
have?
eyebrows go, and she just puts on that gold glitter lid with the cat eye, so pretty.
Very pretty. No, she's stunning. What becomes her drag name? And wait, let's do the rehearsal first.
Mm.
They're rehearsing. Some of the men are men.
They're menning. The men are menning.
I thought it was nice that they came to the conclusion that why are we trying to hide his masculinity? Why don't
That
we just
part.
own it? I thought that was really smart and groundbreaking.
I thought that made sense. I thought I think it's smart to lean into like whatever the obvious thing is.
Yes, because RuPaul always says drag is not concealing who you are, it's revealing who you are. And what you want to do is lay the ground. Yes, exactly. The meanings are not hidden today, they are fully apparent. The point is, you don't want to put in their mind, like, okay, you have to change everything about how you walk and how you stand and how your hands move. Then their mind is going to be thinking about all these kinetic things. It needs to be more about just like
Exactly.
feeling.
Exactly. You
Mamaru.
want to put some of Mamaru in your mouth?
What is that? Is it chocolate?
I don't know.
Can I have
I
some?
got it in Japan and I wanted it. I wanted to put Mamaru.
It says
in my
chocolate
mouth.
on it.
Ooh.
Chocolate candy.
And there's little girls on the back doing something.
They're
Mamaru.
enjoying
Ooh.
Mamaru.
Oh, she don't want to go in me.
Take your lactate, diva.
It's gonna smell it.
It's like white chocolate. Gag,
His
bitch.
favorite thing.
Japan knows how to do candy.
Does Mamaru cream in your mouth?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Play with it and then swallow it.
Oh,
Blow bubbles.
That chimp is hard to keep in one spot though.
Huh?
Never mind. Told me to blow bubbles.
how long did it take you to like perfect your walk in heels?
I was always good at it.
Like from the
39
jump.
years, still working on it.
The first pair of heels I put on, I knew I was like, "Oh, this is great." And then the second pair, I slashed my leg like this long because I took my left foot and then went up to my right leg to like kick, and then slashed blood. But they still look
Still
pretty.
won't use a railing. It still won't look down and go down the
No,
stairs.
no. What are you doing?
Oh, girl.
This
Who's this? Roxy's guy?
Roxy's guy. She says,
What
"Oil
kind of shoe did
can!
they put him in?
Oil can." Well, is Roxy's group the one? No, Chanel and Angeria's group is the one that they're like, "And all your shoes match." And that was the only unifying aspect other than Chanel's paint on two of their faces. If Chanel painted Angeria too, that group would have been different because all of them to have that paint, that would have been like, what? The
Monkey
kind of
Island,
power.
great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The Muggelsons.
The girl, sometimes it's hard when someone has never moved like before.
Teaching them to like bend the joint. And you're like, no.
This guy
Oh, the
with
paw.
with the big hands.
Catcher's mitts.
Brad.
Wait, who was it?
Chanel can't take.
Angeria's group. They were doing the walk around in the in something, and they were like, "Do a walk," and he was like, and Angeria was like, "We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do that in drag."
Yeah, he looked like he was in physical therapy, not trying to run away. It was
Naomi Shambles.
Naomi Shambles for real. For real. Gottmik and Nina's guy is really adept. He knows his body. He takes his shirt off for everybody. He knows he's on a gay TV show. But they're having
Crown it.
their choreo is like all about figuring out if they're gonna be more like 60s or more Gottmik and like revolutionary rocker rebel girl.
Because that is a hard cut to try and get their aesthetics to meet somewhere in the middle. And I don't think they
Yeah.
were thinking about that when they teamed up. They were just standing next to each other. They're like, oh, you got spooky black and white spiky hair.
Yeah.
And I got fucking Tina Turnblatt.
I think that they're smart though. They asked the guy, like, what are your strong moves? Show us your signature dollar make you holler moves. And he does.
He does.
And they use them.
Yes. Well done on these girls. The next day, the girls are getting into drag. Well, the men are getting into drag.
Mm-hmm.
men. But one of them becomes a woman. She transitions before our very eyes because she shaves her eyebrows off.
Mm-hmm. See, even behind these eyeglasses,
Brown it.
I have no eyebrows. I covered them because I'm what? A drag queen. This is
Covered
only
your eyebrows,
for you.
but you didn't shave?
Yeah. I only had time for one.
Okay.
This is only for the sneak peek behind the paywall.
Oh.
That looks good.
Mhm. There's never any time. Huh?
These girls,
Play
these
tonight.
these faggots on this show don't even shave their eyebrows. They're like, do you want to shave your eyebrows for this, though? It'll be so much easier.
He was like, yeah. I was shocked.
I'm gagged. They grow back.
Yeah. But gorge. The butterfly emerges.
She does. She has gorgeous bones.
Bones. Those cheekbones.
Girl.
Nina gets the wonderful task of shaving Nathan's chest,
Yes.
which I'm sure she kept it.
And they
rolled around in
leave
it.
the pubes right on the floor.
Girl, men are nasty.
Yeah.
Roxy talks with Adam about his daughter's queer marriage and how much he supports his kids as a father.
Yes. And we love to see that.
Yeah, it's always nice when you get like a straight guy on here like, I have a gay daughter.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, it happens.
Well,
I'm a
yes,
gay.
it does.
And you have a father?
And I have a dad.
And like it was very, I mean, it was very upsetting because he was like, my mom wouldn't come to my daughter's wedding because her husband is trans. That's so like sad. That's so like a bastardization of what religion should be.
Oh, I thought you meant the daughter. I thought you meant the mom's husband is trans, so he wouldn't come to a lesbian. I was like, what? But
Yeah.
the daughter's husband is a trans. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. And like the grandma is like her convictions. She couldn't come to the wedding. That's like so sad. It's like so upsetting.
It's almost those convictions are almost as sad as RuPaul's convictions during my convictions.
so
Singing my
upsetting.
conviction.
Or lack thereof.
It's worse.
Burp-a-derp.
Why don't we take a break and shave our eyebrows and we'll be right back.